So this is Bruce Damer, who is into virtual worlds and really not throw them some of the things there. There, where you are.
Hi guys. Take an apple. Theodore loves apples. That's the male right down there. Guys. Drop onto him, man, the tusks.
Which is one?
Yeah. He's the apple king. He just loves apples.
One for you.
And here's some good stuff for you guys. These plums are really good.
Oh, I see them, yeah.
And the birds are eating them. And the people too. That's a good one. Just rub it off, stick it in your mouth and eat it. There's a pit. There's a pit. So be careful. But you stick it all in your mouth, otherwise it's too juicy. Here, you want one, Luke?
Yep.
It should be pretty sweet.
Oh, this is nice and sweet.
Isn't that good? Yeah, right off the tree, plums are amazing. They don't keep that well. You know, you get them bottled and things like that. But down below is the new garden.
These are tomato plants, or?
Yeah, and I started pruning them to get them to start producing.
Well, it looks like it, but it isn't.
It isn't a marijuana outfit.
No.
But can't you have like 2 plants or something? A bit
Legally?
Medical. Okay.
So this is the museum.
The digibarn computer museum.
Right.
And this is a growing community-based project, which is getting bigger and bigger all the time. So here's the registry, and here's...
Yeah, let me...
You have a pen?
No,
You have one?
not on.
I have one. Fill me.
Yeah.
Digibarn guest registry.
And here we are, we're booting you up here to start your tour. Start in the first room, which is the lineage of most personal computing.
Where it all started, the Altair.
1975.
Brewing
the
Working on 8080 microchips.
Yeah, and this here is the original 8080A ceramic, white ceramic. That's one of the oldest that you could get. Of course, Intel was building a 4004 based system in '73, but it wasn't really commercially
The size
released.
of the slots. Yeah. Great.
Yeah,
Well, that was already because they...
S100 slot, the open standard that PCs have since evolved from.
This is still the same size as the ESA slots, or not?
It's different from ESA, but it's
And this
all
was a 6800 computer system from
Southwest,
Motorola?
Southwest Technical Products. And this is a
Interface.
Commodore KIM-1 computer, which was a single board computer which had a hex keypad.
The Commodore KIM-1.
And it was the CMOS
Before they made
KIM-1.
the VIC-10.
And everything, yeah. And the Commodore actually kind of bankrupted the company that made the processor to take them over to get into computing, but that's another story.
That's another story.
Now,
There's lots of stories here.
If you were running out of computers, you simply create your own brand with different faceplates.
We have Radio Shack.
The first
We have the Commodore.
real packaged personal computer, the Sol 20 terminal computer.
The Salt. Yeah.
This is the first business-oriented personal microcomputer, the MSI 8080.
Which year is this?
That is 75, beginning of 76, and that's 76. and that's 77. 77, and this is sort of the last of the wood-sided metal systems before Steve Jobs and the foam core lightweight design, which is what took the world by storm in '78.
The Apple II.
Because of the nice case and
We have the 2E.
And the first is the first joystick made for the Apple computer by Jeff Raskin. It's a prototype. The first shipping software between Microsoft and Apple. Microsoft's Paul Allen sending this from New Mexico, and Apple stamping this as the first BASIC for the Mac, for the Apple.
That's
II.
where Bill Gates started out with.
Well, with Apple. This is the first release.
Before that, he did it. He worked with paper tape. That he went around with his basic.
Complain about people stealing it, copying it. Microsoft built RAM cards for the Apple II.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
the 2C, the small thing.
With a flat panel display, which was very rare, and supposedly this computer was used in the film 2010 in the one scene.
Which year is this?
This is probably 83.
Yeah.
The Apple III, which was a failed product. Another failed product, the
Was the Lisa, yes.
And these all run. Daniel Kotke, who you know.
Yeah, Dan Kotke, who designed Visicalc, yes.
Well, no, Dan Kotke designed this, and he was an Apple guy.
Oh, he was an Apple guy. Who designed?
Frankston and what's the other fellow? The Visicalc couple.
Yeah.
And of course, don't forget Britain. Now, of course, I would need to have a tulip and a bunch of Dutch systems here, which I don't have. But the BBC Micro.
The Osborne 1.
And the same
Adam
year,
Osborne died recently. Yeah. The Grid.
So did Morrow.
Yeah,
the same year, the same bloody year, you have this, which has got a built-in hard drive, a big flat panel plasma display, built-in modem, built-in power supply.
Yeah. And it was supposed to outdate that, and it never. Then K-Pro came. Well, yes.
That's why this flew on the Columbia. This is a Ralph Abraham's Grid.
Yeah. And these were Z80, still all Z80 computers.
Z80, the K-Pro, the killer app, of course, was WordStar.
Yes.
And probably Visicalc by that time.
Yep.
The North Star Horizon, the first computer with built-in 5 1/4-inch floppies. And the North Star Advantage with the 200-pound hard drive cab.
Yeah.
Which was much of the DOS computer. This is what DOS was written on. The Gazelle, Seattle Computer Products Gazelle.
Shadow computer.
This was before Microsoft bought DOS. They bought the code and everything to sell to IBM. That was the machine that DOS was written on.
Wow.
By another guy. This is the last personal computer that IBM has ever made. They haven't made any personal computer themselves since this one. This is the.
You mean actually manufactured? The rest was manufactured for them.
All parts from all outsourced.
Oh, I see.
The 5120, 1978, and Bill Lowe, who I knew at Xerox, was hired to create this. This is the 5150. Because IBM realized no one was going to buy this for the home. Or small business. This is a pure IBM machine.
And this is the one which has the cassette interface still.
Yeah. Actually, probably a cassette interface is probably in any DOS, but yeah.
No. In the back there was a cassette interface for.
Yeah.
But this already has a hard disk.
Yeah, this was actually a hard disk was added after.
This was then an 8086 model or what?
Well, no, this is an original IBM PC, but you could put a hard drive in there.
You could.
And people did. So this is kind of an unusual one.
Then we had the Junior. Which was a Lemon product. Yeah.
Keyboard.
Yes.
Which year was that?
85. No, 84. Because I worked at IBM next to the factory that this was being made in. And the guys at lunch, the engineers were saying, "Oh, it's a piece of crap."
Yeah.
The Kromenko, Bill Gates himself wrote the DOS for this, and this was all put out of business by the IBM PC. And that's the first all-in-one computer, where the monitor and the CPU board are in one package.
Okay. What I missed here was the Commodore 64. You have one?
Oh, they're all upstairs.
Okay, but you have them.
Yeah. And the
The Xerox 820, which was a nice machine. Yeah. That was the days also of Wang, with the Wang...
We're getting a Wang next week.
Yeah.
A Wang
Next
30.
Cube.
Yeah.
The Next Cube.
Next Cube, created by this guy who's thrown out of this company for a
while.
for a while.
But kept the ownership.
because he was, of course, engineering this perfect machine, which was a closed architecture, which Apple has now returned to. And this is a
Special screwdriver to open up.
and you voided the warranty. And you can see the signatures of the inventors, the creators. There's Daniel Kotke and Steve Jobs and Andy Hertzfeld. And this is the last machine that Steve Wozniak built at Apple. The Apple II GS was limited edition. 1989. And this is backward compatible with all of the
Existing machines, yes.
and it had a graphical user interface.
Yeah. Then we had Next and B, with already talking Unix here, yes?
Yeah, and then so B was founded by Jean-Louis Gasset, who was kicked out of Apple for
Yes.
various things. And he had done this terrible product, the Macintosh Portable, because Apple people were carrying around the Dynamac, and Apple didn't have a portable system, they were embarrassed. So he founded this company, which tried to vie for creating a real operating system for Macintoshes.
And it didn't work.
Gone. And then instead it's this operating system.
Yeah. What I also miss somewhere around here was the Amiga.
Oh, that's all upstairs.
Oh, that's upstairs. You have more. The
Yeah.
black.
The Macintosh TV, the college dorm, television plus computer in one.
Okay.
And they sold very few of them.
Yeah, that was not the combination that.
And this is a famous Macintosh, the Black Mac. It's a tempested Mac used by the Department of Defense. It's shielded. And we were given this by the Weird Stuff Warehouse. And we were covered in Wired twice for this, and there was 2 years ago, huge amount of traffic to my site.
Because of you had this.
Yeah, because of the story in Wired. And then the company that made it sent us this. They said they found us. And they sent us this, and this is a Mac Plus with screen turn off, and of course the frayed cable. This is government at work. $600 part, $100 part, $20,000 unit, and it's rendered ineffective by frayed cables. But a guy from the Navy was here, and he said, that's classic government.
That's okay. Wow.
Xerox workstations. And you
Like
know
the
this,
star.
You know what this is?
This was no. A mouse, a tridimensional mouse device.
It's an Ethernet drop.
Oh.
This is the Ethernet drop to the co-inventor of Ethernet, Dave Boggs. This is ripped out of the ceiling at Xerox PARC. So this is one of the most historic Ethernet drops in the world. It's the fat, thick Ethernet.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Dolphin, the first D machine, which led to the Dandelion, which is the Xerox Star with its superior mouse design, superior keyboard design, which we have since lost. The Xerox Star, the Xerox 6085, Xerox 860, the Intran, Three Rivers PERC running the first Mac OS, running OS 10 in 1979. The first version of
OS 10 was the new, more Unix-based.
Macintosh, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it came from Next,
These were the thin clients.
these were the web-top appliances that did email and web, and they were beautiful products, and they all died in the dot-com crash. So you're online.
Which year was this?
This was 99, 2000. Beautiful machine,
Yeah.
clickable, instantly on, low power,
Okay.
and it's dead.
Mindset.
Macintosh Miko, and here we are, the beige invasion of the 80s.
The Amiga, the video toaster. Yes.
Samuel
Okay.
PC. The Eagle PC, the first clone. PC
Yeah, I
clone.
know. I knew that company. Yes. Yeah.
And there was
Compact.
the Compact. And
Then old-
things like
another-
the Dynabyte, the Altos.
Yes.
The digital.
You'll have a
group,
lot.
and
the
there's a
games,
bunch
the
of
Atari.
Games, the Vectrex Vector.
Yes.
based
Now
system.
this is a VIC-20, and you have a 64. You realize that at one time was a VIC-10 also.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Now.
it's not easy to find. And then in here, this month.
There are so many forums on the internet for old game consoles, really old. Really going for a lot of money these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
The
really the old.
Comptometer from the 1920s.
The French Minitel still in
This
use.
is an American version of the French Minitel.
Yeah.
This is from Alan Lundell. The Context 10 from Denmark. Very popular mechanical
Henry Dakin's electronic.
calculator. And various portable systems, the British Oyster, the IBM Model 70,
The portable.
the portables,
The Corona, the Ren
the
system.
last K Pro, this tank of a laptop with a
Yeah.
screen that was only this big.
Hey, the portable. I had one of those.
You had
Yes.
one of those with the
Yeah,
special
yeah.
software.
Yeah. Okay.
And my Elixir stuff, this is the environment I wrote in the 80s. I wrote a whole desktop graphical operating system. This is on this shirt. And
okay, great. Cray 1, water cooled.
And this is the only one in the world. There's only about 7 or 8 left, and it's the only one you can walk inside and grab things and experience. You can feel
the supercomputer of the old days. Now I think any PC can do what they did.
Pentium 300 can do it, what it did.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's its equivalent. Power cabinet. And then on the middle here, we have also extremely rare system, the Alto from Xerox Park. Alto 2, which is going to be working on October 11th. Going to do the Alto reunion. The key set, a lost interface device that nobody uses, the Alto mouse.
So it was used for what?
Menu selection, so you could do two-handed operations. It was what Engelbart originally had.
Yeah, yeah.
It died. And in here we have the Macintosh staging area and the compendium of extinct companies on the wall there.
Oh, that's an interesting. This one, these were the maps that they made at one time, and now they're the maps of the extinct companies.
San Jose Multimedia, Maca in San Francisco. That was in the early 90s or mid 90s.
Yeah.
Even Boulder Creek here. But people can come in and find out the companies they worked for. There's the old Adobe posters with the old Adobe logo.
Sega. Wow.
A couple more. This is the Kurzweil OCR system.
Oh, the Kurzweil, yes.
The Kurzweil 4000, and Ray told me they don't even have one of these in their museum, which is kind of cool. And this is the rarest Cray on Earth. It's the Cray Q2, miniaturization of the Cray 1, before they built the Cray 2. So they put the power supplies in the basin, they filled it with coolant, and it worked.